We are live. Welcome, everybody, to the Long Box Crusade live stream. Death Probe draws. Enter your own guitar music there. And we're just going to have a little fun today. I am here with a guy that I call Bermuda Mark. I might be the only one that calls him that. I don't know. But
yeah, but no.
Welcome on Mark Hatherly, artist
Yes,
extraordinaire.
thanks. Good to be here.
Yep, he is
Thanks
out
for
of
inviting me on.
Bermuda. So, yeah, we're just going to sit here and draw, chat as usual. You guys can, of course, ask questions in the chats, and hopefully I'll look up and see it.
Yeah.
Right now. Oh, there's my son. Nope, that's actually Jake. Is it? I think that's Jacob. Jacob, your dad's not on yet. I think that's Beatty's son who just logged in.
Oh, nice.
Anyways, what's that?
No, I said nice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In DNA.
Yeah, forgive us, everybody on the chat. There's a slight lag just because, he's in Bermuda. But
yeah, a long way away.
Jacob, tell your dad to get on. Tell him he's late. And welcome everybody else. We got GLHG in the house. We've got Courtney. GLHG, I just said that I'm Jared Albrecht, the art sale artist, and welcome to the stream. And we've got with us Mark Hatherly from Bermuda. Where were you at through all this, GLHG? Come on, man.
Hello, everyone.
He's looking out for me, though. I'll put you on the big board, GL. He's looking out for me. And, yeah, we can just start drawing and taking questions. Yeah. And I'm going to start with a little bit of micron pen action to get down my baselines before I get crazy with the brush and the inks. What are you using? Just what kind of pencil are you using there, buddy?
I have I think it's HB, like a layout holder. That's laid on the fine rough lines.
Sounds classy.
And then yeah, well, I figure if you get the right tools, it makes you feel like a real artist, And
all
then
right. I'm sorry. Sorry if the intros didn't come through, GLHG. If you are just joining us, just in case, I'm Jared Albrecht, the art sale artist, aka Death Probe from the Long Box Crusade. And I have with us Mark Hatherly,
yes,
amazing penciler out of Bermuda.
Yeah, not quite in the triangle.
No, he's at one point of the triangle. We've determined that. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun. You guys have to play a guessing game of what Mark's drawing. Look how much faster he is than me. You're gonna need to draw like 2 or 3 things on the stream.
No, well, this like the rough lines. It's nice, I think you get more energy in it when you do it faster. And then you slow down afterwards.
Maybe I should learn that. We got Jacob going out to track down his dad and find out what's going on there. We got a little bit of frozen action from Mark. Hopefully the internet connection will click back up again. That is the tough part of being a little bit transatlantic. Mark is in Bermuda, as I said. So he's a couple of time zones to the east of us, off in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
Good, he's back again.
Yeah, back off.
Yeah, that'll happen, especially.
Yeah, that's fine.
It'll be like jumping ahead in time. You're like, oh,
yeah,
isn't that great? Look at that. I'm gonna put you on the big board real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna give you this. I'm giving you the spotlight. Solo layout on Mark. Look at him go. Look at him go. There's a $0 prize for the first person that guesses who Mark is drawing. Looks like we've got about 7 folks in the chat.
Good stuff. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Nice to be here.
So now is the time to pepper Mark about questions about what he likes, who some of his favorite characters are, all that good stuff. So I will actually start.
If I can see it, yeah, I'll answer.
So who's your favorite person to draw, Mark? I have a guess. I'd be interested to find out.
To be honest with you, I always like to draw a Cyborg for some reason, but it's extremely difficult to draw.
Oh yeah,
because all the mechanics but I always notice I always sort of default to Cyborg. But other than that, I like to draw pretty much all characters, you know.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's just the mood sometimes.
Look how fast he is. I'm gonna throw up, everybody. Thanks for the compliment. Cool Cabbage says you guys are good artists.
Yes, thanks.
And and right now, GLH, she says it looks like Spider-Man. I don't know about the boobies on Spider-Man there, GLH. Maybe when he sent that comment, though, you hadn't gotten as far, because a lot of times the chat is just a couple minutes behind where the video is for us.
And you have to bear with me too, because the camera's a bit, so it's gonna look a bit distorted, I think, because see. So
oh man, it looks great. It looks great.
Yeah.
I've got literally 3 lines down, and he's already off to the races.
Maybe we're getting there slowly but surely, you know, in this together.
Just a little peek behind the curtain to anybody who's in the stream right now. Mark is working on pencils for a book that I wrote that I'm very excited about. I've got like the first, 7 pages or so, something like that, and they are amazing. I'm really happy to be teamed up with Mark. I think we can do big things.
Yep, and I'm thanking you for the opportunity.
Hey, no problem, man.
It's not a
I just gotta hurry up, and I gotta get you before all the big guys find you. You know.
Yeah. that'd be sweet.
Yeah, I think
it's a lot of work, I must say, you know, because I constantly draw. Every now and again, I have time to, you know, sample pages and whatnot. I mean, you send them, but you think you're at a certain level, but certain people, once they look at it, it's like, okay, well, you still got a ways to go, you know. So it gets discouraging, but you just have to keep going.
It's like everything else. It's the long game, man. You just keep going.
Exactly.
When we first started, this channel that we're on is the channel that is linked to the podcast network that I do podcasts on.
Right.
And when we first started, when I first got on the network with Pat, the founder of the network, we had 90 followers on Twitter. 90. And we just keep plugging and keep doing our thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
1,600 or something like that now. So it's
nice, good stuff.
It's just the long game, man. It's just keep putting.
Well, that's it, yeah. Because it's the nature of drawing is a strange dynamic, you know. Because it's not like, you know, you get hired for any other job. It's just like, you know, you set your lines at, okay, well, you need to fix this computer, or you need to do. But artwork's totally different. Because you know, you're starting from literally nothing. It's just a blank piece of paper. And then, you know, everything is from your own imagination, you know, and then you have to hope it complies with what the person's looking for, you know.
I hear you 100%. Look at this. Right now, my wife just walked in the studio. Look how far I've gotten, and look how far Mark has got. She said, "Get to work."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to use the fact that I'm checking the chat. That's right. Going to be my excuse.
That's right.
Oh, good question. Good question, GLHG in the chat, and we always appreciate you being here. He said, "Is this from Francisco Stein? And what's his name?" No, it's not from Francisco Stein. GLHG. That penciler is Nate Niles. This is Mark Hatherly, and he's going to be working on Shipwrecker, a title. I haven't released a lot about it yet, just because I'm a little further down the road with Francisco Stein. But man, if you could see all the pages that Mark has done so far for Shipwrecker, you would be impressed. And for all the faithful viewers of the program, Johanna has done her thing and brought my meal in. So there you go. There's the meal. It's a pork roast with mild,
pleasant appetite, sir.
yeah, and
Cool
and
to
a
me.
drink. Courtney Holland in the chat. What up, Courtney? She's a loyal.
Hello, everyone.
Loyal follower, Courtney. We always appreciate seeing you show up.
Yeah, glad to be here.
So, has anyone guessed what Mark is drawing yet? I'll put him on the big board. Look at that, man. It's just zip, zip, zip. The man knows what he wants.
You gave too much credit, sir. Guess this Potter might give it a B.
Oh, got a few other folks who've joined in the viewing. I see we're up to about 10 folks. Welcome all 10 of you. Sound off in the chat. Let us know what's up, and feel free to ask questions of Mr. Mark Hatherly or myself. Look at that. I'm putting it on the big board. Came to support my favorite artist, and you're not too bad, and you're not bad too, Jared. That's my own nephew, by the way.
At least they got a sense of humor, you know.
Hey, Storm Wolf 107, welcome to the chat.
Storm Wolf, hi.
Ask any questions you like. That's what we're here for today. We're going to have some fun.
Yep.
That's what we do. That is what we do. And like Mark has started purely from scratch with a just blank paper and a pencil, and he's already off to the races. Now, I, as usual, did a light pencil outline before I do the live stream. And the reason I do that, people who've been on a while will know, Jared always shows up with a light pencil outline. I do that because sometimes it takes 2 or 3 iterations of framework before I get what I want. And I really don't want you people watching me throw hissy fits and tear up paper and throw it across the room. I get quite childish, people. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, you know, it's nice of you to say that, because now I know I'm not the only one. I mean, mind you, this is just like you said, this is just fun stuff. So I'm not taking it too seriously. But once you start sitting down to draw pencils for a page, especially when someone else has to ink it, it's pretty difficult. And you do see a lot of erasing going on. Believe you me. I seen times where I'm literally destroyed a piece of paper where you erase so many times, you just have to start all over again.
Because you got so much, you've erased off so much paper. It gets
Yeah, so much.
That raw part of it.
Yeah, exactly. It just ruins it, you know.
Now, when I do ink, and I've inked Mark before, I've inked on his raw pencils before. And I think I might have done a blue line ink of his once. And just so you folks at home, what's up, MK Billion?
Hey, sir. Nice for you to join us.
Oh, okay. I'm catching up on chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm drawing and being the chat checker today. So, Mark, you've told us you like Cyborg. Courtney would like to know. Who's your favorite superhero? We asked about Mark's favorite superhero to draw, and he likes to draw Cyborg. Is he also your favorite hero, or does that for somebody?
I mean, he's one of my favorite, but I have to honestly say that I like a lot of other people. Superman. I mean, I grew up watching the Christopher Reeve Superman. So
oh yeah,
I have to honestly say Superman. As a young boy, that's the one that stood out in my mind the most. But I like tons of characters.
I have inked 2 Supermans that Mark has done, and it's always fun, man. It's fun to ink you, Mark, but you are a very detailed guy, which is nice. I mean, make a lot of decisions, but then I'm like, I don't want to ruin his work, so it creates a lot more detail for me too.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the beauty of because people tend to look at inkers as like they as less than an artist, but I mean, trust me, it's almost the same amount of work when you're inking.
You know it. Thank
And
you. Thank you for.
especially, and I think it's harder. I think it's harder to ink someone else as opposed to yourself, because when I do my own inking, at least I know what my intent was. But when you have to ink someone else, like you say, you try to guess, and you have to try to think of the best line for yourself. That's gonna, create the best image in the end.
100%. Now, someone named Duchess.
Hello.
Is campaigning for Batman over here.
Hey, the Dark Knight, huh?
I think that's somebody that lives in your house.
Yeah. Somebody sounds like a Dark Knight fan.
You think you got one in your house somewhere?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a little reference here for this costume.
Oh man, I'm gonna put Mark back on the big board. Let's see if I can give him. I don't want to make him the solo. There we go. Look at that. Look, he just came up with that. We've been streaming for 16 minutes and look at what he's got. That's amazing. Talented cat. Talented cat. I see you in the chat, Jacob. Tell your dad he needs to get on, man. He needs to drop in and join us. Okay, question from GLHG. Let's see. GL says, I'm always asking hard questions. How do you try to interpret ideas for characters when writers ask you to create them the first time? That's a great question for Mark because he's done that for me. So, Mark, how do you interpret?
Oh, say that again. How do I interpret?
Yeah, like I being the writer, I sent Mark a script.
Right.
Like, how do you interpret how you're going to design characters? Kind of what's your process for that?
Well, the first thing is you automatically. I one thing I noticed about myself, when you give me the script and I read over it, images just automatically start to pop into my head.
Good.
And then with your feedback, I mean, it's like a Bourne-like character, so you don't want to be a split image of Bourne, but you want to create the same, the same aura that Bourne creates. And so then eventually, you look at a few references and whatnot, and then you sort of go with your instinct, and then hope that Mr. Overage likes it.
Oh, I have a visual image in my head when I write the story, and it helps because I'm also an artist, so I kind of can look at both. And I tell you, he just nailed it. Mark just nailed it.
Yeah. And it helps when you work with someone like yourself because, it's not you're not the worst person to work with. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you.
It helps.
Say such nice things.
Because what it is, man, it's not too strict.
No.
You tend to relax more and your creativity flows more.
Absolutely. One thing that I'm very aware of is that the more freedom you give an artist, the better the product will be.
Yep. And I think that's where some people make the mistake, because that's what being an artist is,
Mm-hmm.
You really have to be able to express yourself.
I definitely learned that from like my Comic-Con appearances.
Yeah, that must be fun. That's something I'm going to get to one day.
Definitely.
Yeah, one day.
One thing I've definitely learned is when people come to you at like a con and they ask me, hey, you taking commissions? Of course I am. And you try me Batman. I'm like, great. And then when they start going, can you draw me Batman on a pair of roller skates holding a boombox? You're just like, give me a break, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. In fact, I've probably told this story before in the stream, but Larry Hama, the creator of G.I. Joe, he was an artist before he became more famous as a writer.
Okay.
He created pretty much all the G.I. Joe from the 80s that we know and love. He has a sign up at his table that says, any G.I. Joe character sketch, $40. If you give me any art direction, $200.
Yep, exactly.
I'm like, yep,
that sounds good to me.
That's about right. That's kind of
because people don't really understand, because I seen this. It was a tweet from someone on Twitter. I can't remember who it was, but he said how people don't understand, like, to do portraits, the time and what the real cost is of a portrait. He has people asking to do portraits on the spot, but people don't understand. It's not that simple.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and
I get that at Comic Cons too, because I'll be like, I have like a little thing that I do for the kids. I got 3-minute sketch cards. You tell me the hero, I do my best 3 minutes.
Right.
And I get adults who don't quite understand will come up and be like, "Can you draw my kid?" And I'm like,
"Yeah." I mean, it's a lot of, and it takes time to capture someone's likeness. Takes time.
Oh yeah.
And some folks easier than others. It's not the I had to sort of take a back seat with this type of requests because it's too much work. I mean, and not that it's about money, but if you charge people what it was really worth, they definitely won't want to pay.
Yes,
that's the thing about it.
I always get nervous. For about 2 or 3 times in my life, I've actually taken a commission of someone's like, "Can you draw my?" This one dude asked me, "Can you draw my wife?" And I'm like, "Dude, that is really scary to me because you've known her your whole life. I have 2 pictures to go off."
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
If you get all mad at me because you're like, "Yeah, this is not what my wife looks like," well,
and that's it. and then the thing is too, do some people really want to see what they look like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you want me to draw your face, it's going to be how I see you. It might be
some we still be friends when we're done.
Yeah, exactly. It might be some things you don't like about yourself. It's going to get exposed.
Oh, let me check in the chat. I've had a great time talking here. Let's see. What have I missed? GLHG said, "Thanks, Mark, for your response about."
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
And some smart aleck lady known as the Duchess in the chat says that you need to draw Batman chasing a unicorn.
Oh God, not that one again.
Not that old chestnut. I think somebody's out to get you, buddy.
Yep. There's unicorns, I tell you.
It gets you every time.
Yep.
Oh man, this is fun. This is good times.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Putting Mark back on the big board. Anybody figured out who he's drawing yet? GLHG says he wants nude portraits only, and it'll be $10,000.
There you go.
Oh, GL, what am I gonna do with you? He's a nut. So pretty much everybody figured out who I'm drawing. And by the way, you can call him Dr. Jones. But who's going to be the first one to guess? Who's going to be the first person to guess who Mark is drawing? Oh, Ronald Went. What's up, Ron? He's my boy. Ronald, man, I'm working on some fun stuff for you. Welcome to the chat. This is Mark Hatherly. He is a amazing wrestler out of Bermuda. And I'm putting him on the big board. I mean, look how talented he is. Ronald Went says She-Hulk in a Fantastic Four uniform is what he like. I like your style. I like She-Hulk a lot, as Ron knows as well.
That's someone I don't think I'm ever drawing, but I will.
You're practically doing her now if we just color her green.
Yeah, exactly. Just change the outfit, huh?
Ron, hey Ron, do me a favor and rattle Beatty's cage and ask him to get on here with us. He was we're hoping to get him on here. I know he was heading up to his studio, his studio. That's what Phil Collins would call it.
Yeah, I meant to comment, Jared. I noticed you're a huge Prince fan.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Prince myself.
See, I knew there's a reason I liked you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but hey, the man was gifted.
Oh my gosh, beyond. Yep. So right now I am just putting down what I call the framework. Well, I did the pencil framework already. I did a light pencil framework on this watercolor paper, and now I'm coming with the Micron. I'm using a nib size 8 from Pigma. It's a real good ink that'll last a long time without fading. And I'm putting down my ink line work now. And then, as longtime followers of the show will know, I will come with the brush and do brush work after this gets done.
Yep. The joys of inking, huh?
The joys of inking. I don't know why I got into it because of my friendship with John Beatty.
Right.
He's just the man, the myth, the legend on inks. Kind of steered me that direction.
Yep. I don't know if I'm going to get that far tonight.
Well, but at the speed of which you're currently going,
well, you notice it slows down a lot once you get that rough line. Because
then you got to run down to the print shop and get prints made.
Once you start fine tuning, that's when it gets tricky, you know. Especially on live, you know. I'm not used to doing this on live. Normally, I can just take as much time and redraw as many times as I like. I'm not trying to bore everybody live, you know.
All right, Ron, I see your note in there about John trying to get in. Now, he should have an email I sent him, I don't know, about 3 hours ago or so is when I set up the stream. So he should have that in his email from a couple, 3 hours ago from me. And if he's having any other problems, I'm not sure what would be next. Okay, that's going to be all. Half of doing art the way I do it, people, is decision making. And right now, trying to decide where I'm going to put heavy black. And I think I made my choice, and now I'm going to stick with it.
You know, that's the other thing about inking. I mean, the shadows is it's what creates the whole image, but it's the trickiest part. Like, where you're going to put the shadows.
Definitely.
Gee, that's what sells it, you know.
So let's get some more info from our guest here, Mr. Mark Hatherly. Mark, are you born and raised?
Yeah.
Bermuda?
Yeah, I'm a thoroughbred Bermudian, as they say.
As they say.
Yeah, born and raised, living here all my life. Only time we leave here is just vacation.
Where do you like to go?
I don't mind traveling anywhere, you know. I mean,
I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah, I don't really have any favorite spots. I'm open to see new things, no matter, you know. Basically, it's where I can afford to go.
I hear that.
Yeah, but it's nice. Last year we took a family trip to Florida. That was our first family trip with everyone, and that was pretty nice.
Oh, Florida?
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Would you go like Orlando?
Yeah, we went to Orlando. It's user friendly there. You know what I mean? It's very family oriented there.
Hey, thanks for the subscription, MK Billion. We really appreciate that. Yeah, you were down not too far from our buddy John Beatty, who hopefully will get on the show.
Yeah.
He lives not too far from there.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Down there a few times. It's about 6 to 7 hours for me to drive down there.
Oh, all right, nice.
We had our first guest from Stormwolf asked, "Is it Supergirl?" I'm gonna say you're close. MK Billion. Not only do we appreciate the subscription, but he just nailed it. I'm assuming Mark is drawing Wonder Woman.
Yeah, there you go. Bingo.
There you go.
Yep.
Awesome. And Courtney, you know, if you compliment Prince, I will put you on the big screen. So there you go. Purple Rain is the best song. That is true.
Yeah, he had so many. Hard to pick for me. I guess that was like one of the main hits there, weren't it?
And I'll put the banner up as per usual. I put the banner up early because, you know, if you wanted to make Mark an offer on his piece, since it looks like he's 90% done already.
Yeah.
I just realized that I have Indiana Jones's scar going in the wrong direction, and I can't have that. True Jones fans will call me out in a heartbeat.
Well, you got me. I didn't even know.
A little
But
scar on his chin.
I like Indiana Jones too, though.
Hey, look at you looking out for us, Courtney. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to give this live stream a thumbs up. We'd love it if you subscribe if you don't already. So if you have any art questions, geographical questions about the country of Bermuda, now would be the time to ask.
Yeah. There you go.
We've got an expert in the house.
Those people we used to have a few people that used to come here and think that we wear grass skirts and things here, you know. But I must say, Bermuda's a very business oriented place, you know.
I would love to check out Bermuda.
Well, if you like the beach, this is the place to come.
Well, I am not the biggest beach person in the world, but the woman I'm married is from Puerto Rico, so by default.
She might have right. She might have a little bit love for the beach inside of her.
Oh, she certainly does.
But for us here, it's like, we still enjoy the beach, but it's just like, when you have something right there, you sort of take it for granted, We have the tourists come here and they make so much fuss over it, but for us, it's like, okay, well, I once went to New Jersey, and I remember being sitting to the bar in the hotel, and the lady looked at me and said, why would you come here for a vacation from Bermuda? You know what I mean? But I said, well, to me, it's something different and new,
Exactly.
So, but it's funny, perception, and that's strange.
I've had the great benefit of, in my life, I have lived in the U.S., obviously. I've lived in Europe for years. I've spent time in the Middle East.
That must have been interesting being part of the military like that.
Yeah, so it's, being a military. Oh, we got Beatty on. Pop, pop, hiss, everybody. John Beatty is on the air.
Hello.
Wow. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know that you have your boom mic. It sounds more like your studio mic, but that's
no. I have.
There you go. There you go.
I was just looking at the monitor because for some reason I had to it wasn't recognizing my camera with my hub.
Oh.
I had to unplug it, reverse it. I just plugged the camera in and then plug the other stuff in.
Well, John, let me introduce you to Mark Hatherly. As you can see, an amazingly talented penciler out of Bermuda.
Hello. Nice to meet you, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How you doing?
Doing well.
Yeah, good stuff.
We have just a few seconds of lag between us and Mark since he's out of Bermuda, but it's not terrible, John. But
Bermuda.
I knew you were going to sing. I knew it.
Go. No, that's the what's his name from Late Night, Paul Schaefer.
Oh, I was just assuming you were going to go to the Beach Boys song.
No. He would always sing that little Bermuda.
I never stayed up that late.
Hey, mate, I don't mind. I like it.
Let's see.
Well, let's take a peek at what's on John's drawing board.
Yeah, take the pressure off me for a little while.
Freaking yeah! I just want to point out something to you, John. I'm gonna put Mark on the big board for a second. All right, look how far he is on this Wonder Woman. We've been going for 33 minutes. Makes me sick. John looks like he's got. Is that an Atari Force piece, John?
I don't know. Is it?
It kind of looks Atari Force-ish to me. Oh, John, you weren't here earlier, so I'll reenact it for you now.
Okay.
Johanna brought in some pork roast, some peppers. Oh, no, that's beef roast with peppers.
Whoa. That's all right. I put my ink brush into my drinking water, just the tip, but
I have done that before.
But it's okay because I always point my brush in my mouth anyway. So
I always have a hard time keeping this brushes, these tips, nice and pointy. I don't know why. It's been a challenge of mine.
Oh, look at GLHC with hurting my feelings. There we go. They're doing speed drawing, John, and Jared is losing. That is a fact. That's a fact.
You guys are way ahead of me. You just got blacks to fill in.
Yeah, a little bit. I got a couple more.
You better fill those in slow.
I got a couple more frame. Well, and then I got grayscale to put on after that, and then I got the color background, like I did Rocketeer. So it'll be a production.
I was trying to get in early, but I got a phone call I had to take from Mr. Zeck.
Oh, Mike Zeck, famous penciler extraordinaire.
Indeed.
And how is Mr. Zeck today?
He's doing good.
That's good to hear. Penciler to the stars, right? That's what they call him.
Penciler of the stars, maybe.
The stars. I finally got to meet Zach personally at Heroes Con last past time. And
you call that meeting him?
Yeah, I got to chat with him for a while, and
he chatted with you.
Yeah, he told me.
He
told me all kinds of stuff about you, John. He was like,
I told him to ignore you, that you were just a pheasant,
a crazed stalker.
Yeah. I said, be careful. He'll take over everything you ever. Just ask Pat.
Oh, we're hitting below the belt early.
That's not happen. Pat doesn't happen to be in the room, does he?
No, Pat unfortunately had some day job stuff he had to do on a Saturday.
Day job?
That all about?
Pat has
work, huh?
Tell you what.
Pat has a day job?
He does. He does a podcast for a living.
I don't know all this stuff. I didn't even know Delvin had a day job.
Oh, man. What'd you think? Well, you thought we were all homeless, didn't you?
No, not with that house you told me Delvin had.
It's a mansion, I think is the right word.
Well,
that makes
I'll let you embellish it. I didn't want to.
I'll give everyone the address here momentarily.
Yeah. It's like his own Hilton.
That must be nice.
Yeah. So because Mark, lives on an island in the Atlantic, he doesn't get to do a lot of con stuff, which is a shame because you can see he's a talented cat.
Well, I actually I got to put it on my schedule to actually get to one,
Yeah, you do.
I never been to one, to be honest. But I heard a lot of fun.
You can catch me and John and John. Yeah. You're doing Heroes again this year, yes?
Are you going to be there?
Well, we don't have to ask follow-up questions. Just answer the original question.
Well, sometimes it helps me out. I know somebody that you met last year that's not gonna be there.
That sounds like Mr. Zekified is not going this year.
Yeah, he's afraid of the yard sale artist.
Oh,
I can be quite intimidating.
Nah, I think he's going out west.
Just to pan for gold?
Yes. He's a 49er.
He was like, this whole comics thing's been great. but I gotta go pan for gold.
There's gold in them there hills.
You got me good, John. You got me good. There's gold in them there hills.
Well, there is no hills in the. Yeah, I guess. Well, I don't know where they pan for gold. It's like low-lying area, right? Yeah.
It's been on so long since I panned for gold.
Come on, your wife told me you pan for gold every night.
It's a whole other thing, John.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. There's Ron in there.
We got Ron up to it.
Yeah.
Does. All right, yeah, this is going on the big court. You know just the things to say to get put on the big board. There you go. Jared is cool in my book. So let's do around the horn big board. Let's see what John's doing. He's dropping some inks in somebody's ear. It looks like, oh, very nice. And then we'll go back to Speedy Mark. This would explain how Mark turned in like 6 pages of Shipwrecker in 45 minutes. So now I got that.
I visual that.
Shipwrecker. You have a fascination with.
It's just a coincidence, John.
I don't think so.
He was about to say boats and ships because my other book I've got going, Francisco Stein, has some parts in the beginning that take place on a ship.
Cool. Works for me.
One person.
Hey, it's an important person too. If I had to pick anybody, it'd be him. He's drawing the dang thing.
Yep. All right, what am I doing now? I need to look at this Wonder Woman's boots.
I'd give her really big ones. Oh, you said boots. I'm sorry.
Give her really big boots too.
Yeah. Works.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Jared.
Duchess says, when is the next Comic-Con? Man, Duchess, there are cons here in the States almost weekly, right, John? You can find a con somewhere almost every week.
Yes, you can.
They're very prolific here. I mean, your biggest one's San Diego. After that, it's probably Wizard World Chicago, Dragon Con Atlanta.
Wizard World Chicago is not the next biggest.
I'm guessing.
I know
it's
you
one
are.
of the big boys, you must admit.
Huh?
It's one of the big boys, you must admit.
No. I've never been to that one.
I've been as a fan, but never as an artist.
Probably about well, I can't say the same size, but it's getting there. It's New York City.
Definitely New York. Another big one was Emerald City has really grown.
You been there?
Yeah, Emerald City is real big now. It's not as big as like Dragon Con, but it's big.
You've been to Emerald City?
Yes, sir.
I don't mean Oz.
No, I've been as a fan, not as an artist.
When did you do that?
Let's see, because my brother lives out there. We did that, and Jordan was about 6, so that would have been.
Oh, that was before Reed Pop got it. Then.
Yes.
Was it 4 days when?
It was.
I like a 4-day show sometimes.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Con is it? I think it's 5.
Yeah, I think they did go to 5.
I like doing Dragon Con. It goes by so fast.
See you there. Maybe.
For reals? I'm finally going to see you at Dragon Con for reals?
I thought I told you.
You don't ever tell me nothing.
I could have swore I told you.
Look, either you didn't tell me or I've been ignoring you, but we're not here to point fingers and make blame.
Yeah, we are. that's my purpose on being on your stream.
Yes, I know. I knew I was going to regret this.
I get to say stuff that I would never say on mine.
We have one person in the chat requesting that you make sure you ink your piece, Mark.
Did I do that?
I got one person in the chat requesting that Mark hurry up so he can ink his piece, but it's his wife.
Ink is the part I hate.
Yeah, his wife's really sticking the screws to him in the chat. She's got him.
You see that, right?
She's trying to get him to draw dinosaur or unicorns and
Batman. Yeah, on a unicorn.
She's like, draw Batman chasing a unicorn. Yeah, we had a good little talk about art direction and how much it's not our favorite thing.
Yeah, forgive me if I go quiet. I'm just here like.
No, I'm doing the same thing.
Hitting the zone,
Somebody's got to carry the chat.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you had a host in here. Get Ron in here.
If Ron wants a link, I will be happy to give Ron a link, and he can start being our chat checker. Let us know, Ron. I will email you a link, sir. I was out and about looking for something for Ron today. That should give you a hint as to what I'm going to do for Ron. If I was out looking for something on a Saturday, what does that tell you?
Ron doesn't need any garbage sales stuff.
Easy. Ron needs a piece of yard sale art hanging in his house. That's all I know.
He prefers paper.
I should have invited him on the stream. That Beatty.
What's that?
What's what?
That tapping noise.
That was me tapping my ink brush on the cup.
Oh, fancy ink brush. You're filling in blacks with a brush now?
I learned from the best.
No more Sharpie?
Nope. Learn from the best.
Well, you didn't learn yet.
I really regret the compliment I handed out 8 seconds ago.
Hey now.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Kirk pop in here just yet.
He doesn't smell what the Beatty's cooking yet.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't got wind of it.
I told him it might be in his best interest to get on the chat today.
Wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt at all.
And I'm gonna.
Well, you know, he's the only one that's ever asked for one of these characters.
In fact, I don't know. You've been in the business way longer than me, buddy. There, John. I've been only doing this for about 5 years now, 4 to 5, and I've never once been asked to draw a character from that universe by anyone other than Kirk.
Well, that's same for me.
And you've been in the business for quite a while.
For as long as you've been alive.
You're pretty much right about that.
Me too, Dan.
But I need to qualify what you mean by in the business. I haven't been in yard sale business.
No, you gotta want it. You gotta love it a little bit.
I would, but I don't think we have good yard sales around where I live.
You know what? I need to come just hang out there, just me and you on a Saturday, and I'll take you around and we'll find out.
We need to, you know, there could be gyms here, and
they're definitely good. Johanna and I have actually had a lot of yard sale luck in Florida over the years.
But in my area?
Nah, I don't know that we've tried it in their area. We've had luck. I don't know if you consider this your area, but we've had luck in the Port Canaveral area.
Oh, heck no. That's like a whole different, you know, Florida is very long.
This is what I've heard. So
Port Canaveral is, well, you know, you were here and you had to finish it. What was it? A 5-hour drive to Port Canaveral from when you all stopped here?
No, not that far.
4.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Was it Cape Canaveral where they do the rocket ships?
We went to where they do the cruising out of.
Yeah, I know, but is it still Canaveral? Like,
I guess.
Okay, then that was, maybe an hour.
See, I told you. Told you.
I hear some echo. Is that me? No, I did.
I heard a tiny bit, but I thought it was you. But it was very faint.
This is interesting because I have to admit, in the Google Hangouts, we had to turn our volume down even on backstage. And this, I don't have to wear a headset. You know what I'm saying?
I rock a headset. I got a brush in my mouth as I put GLHG on the big board.
Yeah, but right now, I don't need a headset. It's like I can hear. I don't get feedback.
Well, that's good.
So,
all right. What am I doing now?
Mark is in the zone up there.
Did Ron want in as a...
I didn't see it yet in the chat. He may have stepped away for a minute. He's not. I assume he's not physically with you right now.
Not in the biblical sense.
Once again, I have immediate regret.
Hello, everybody who I'm not seeing in the room because I'm trying to keep my eyes on the job.
Yeah, really feeling.
I'm not ignoring. It's just
yeah.
This is Jared's ship. I've had enough of Jared's ship this week.
Why you gotta do it like that?
Just because it fits, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness. I told Mark, I was like, okay, John Beatty might be on. It'd be good for you to get to know him, and maybe he can have you on his stream sometime. And he's got a great audience. And then I forgot that how you treat me, and
only on stream. Only on stream, Jared. It's a character. It's just a character I play on Jared's stream.
There you go. I'm not mad at you.
I don't know. I've seen this character a lot of other places.
No. I'm not snippy like this when we're talking.
He's a teddy bear.
I am. Don't make me sing teddy bear. You'll get a copyright strike.
I don't think your version of teddy bear is going to get us a copyright strike.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
You sure?
I don't think so. I personally believe they use an algorithm like Shazam to find music and streams, and you just singing it would not set off the algorithm.
Yeah.
Elliot got Elliot Fernandez for singing. I believe that's why. They don't tell you why, but that's the only thing.
The only other way that would happen is if like one of the viewers was all like offended by it and was like, "Oh, I'm going to turn him in for a copyright strike because he sang this song." That just means somebody was being a turd.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're out there.
There are turds out there.
Of course, some people think there's aliens out there too.
Yep.
All right, that's the next question. Believe in aliens, yes or no? I personally do. Mark, what about you?
It's a lot of space out there. I can't.
That's what I think.
But let's just put it this way. I don't think I'm gonna join a UFO cult or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's not gonna take up too much mind space, but hey, who knows?
John, I take it from context clues that you don't believe in aliens.
No. Why should I? There's you know.
The thing is, I never see one. You know, so many.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously,
So,
if they were out there and they could come here, they would be much more intelligent than us, right?
Presumably, yeah, sure.
So why wouldn't they show themselves and
yeah, exactly.
try to
Good
communicate?
question. That's a good question.
I can tell you the answer to that.
Well, you can tell me your theory on it.
Oh no, this is the definite answer of why they
Okay.
don't show themselves.
All right.
And they don't communicate with us. Hey, you've spent a lot of time in airports like I have, John. And when you go to pick up your bag, if you checked your bag and you stand by that carousel,
Mm-hmm.
and then like every idiot there just hunches up around that carousel as close as they can get, even though they can't even see their bag, and they just make it hard for other people to get their bags. That's the whole reason that aliens don't make themselves known. They're like, you people are just too stupid.
Right. That might
That's
be
the
part of it.
reason.
Might be part of it.
Mm-hmm. I came up with that theory when I was standing by the luggage carousel one day. I was like, this is why aliens don't visit us.
I get by the carousel,
I know you do.
especially in Daytona because
Well, Daytona's it's small. You could fit everybody on the plane around the carousel.
yeah, I know. Well, I know exactly it's going to carousel number 2 every time. So I just walk over, and while other people are meandering around, I just go stand right in front. And when my bag comes off, it's easy to grab it. And so is my suitcase.
Dump bump. I guess I'll just check the big board of chat when you get a chance there.
The
John.
big board of chat, okay. LFS and the Hizzy.
You know who that is?
Noah.
You know what his real name is?
No, I don't.
It starts with a K and ends with an Irk.
Irk?
It's Kirk.
Urkel.
It's Kirk.
It's Urkel.
That deserves the big board.
That's little fat Spencer.
And Duchess is asking, John, have you ever been to Bermuda?
No.
Only that time you were hiding out from extradition.
No, not even then.
Not even then. Okay. I forgot if we weren't allowed to talk about that.
Not even then. Bermuda.
Copyright strike.
There you go.
I'm telling you, look up Late Night with David Letterman, Paul Schaefer, Bermuda. When Letterman would introduce him, like almost, I don't know when he started doing it. He would give a little Bermuda like that.
Hey, if you're watching this right now and you're new, then welcome. We love it if you give a little subscription to Longbox Crusade. And while you're at it, check out John Beatty Art and give that channel a subscription too if you haven't already.
Yeah, especially give that one in.
Thanks for the plug there. And that's the most important step of this whole thing.
That's right. I'm only here for the subscriptions.
Hey, mate.
Now,
Guys gotta eat, huh?
I give away free art on my channel sometimes, so you know.
Ooh.
Don't I? I did. I used to 5-hour streams with free head sketches.
Yeah. I remember this. This was not too long ago.
I believe Kirk won one at Aquaman.
If he's won a free one, then if he bought one from you today, it'd be like getting them both for half price.
Oh, it'd be better than that.
So I'm just saying, Kirk, you see the scroll at the bottom. Works you see are usually up for sale. Sound off in the chat if you're interested in purchasing. I mean, when's the next time you're going to see a name like John Beatty do a Atari Force piece? That's what I want to know.
A dart of all things.
A dart of all things.
No.
You might as well just make your offer now, Kirk. You ain't seeing this come around again.
Crickets.
Courtney says, "What's John working on?" Well, no problem, Courtney. I'm going to put him on the big board. He is doing a character named Dart from a book called Atari Force,
Which somebody always comes into a stream and screams, "Why isn't anyone ever drawing Atari Force?" So when Jared said a stream today, I said, maybe I'll do an Atari Force character because I didn't have anything planned.
It seems like a hot time to strike for certain people, if you ask me.
It will be ripped up at the end of the show if not purchased.
Oh my goodness, could you stand to watch that? Let's see. I won a Jonah Hex and I bought a Spider Ham. I'd love to add John Beatty's Dart piece. What is the price? The question has been asked, John.
By
the balls in your court.
By Kirk. I think this is where you asked for 6.2 million.
No, just 1 million.
1 million. 1 million. Is that dollars or are we going like pesos?
Hey, even at pesos, that would be good.
That would be too shabby with pesos.
No, that would.
Crickets again.
That's me tapping. Hey, Ron, I do see in the chat. If I missed it before, if you would like a link to get in and be chat checker and conversational manager, you're welcome to do that. Just let me know and I'll zip you an email link. But if you're having fun just doing what you're doing, that's cool too, buddy. It's always good to see you. Appreciate you being here as always.
Boy, I never got a welcome to your show like that when I showed up.
Well, we can talk about that.
In fact, I was ignored when Mr. Plexico when Plexi was on, I was just ignored. Everyone else in the room said hello to me, and Jared just act like I have no idea that John Beatty's in the room.
You were here that day?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's it.
Actually, I didn't know you were there for a little while.
You didn't know I was there, period. I was in and out. I left.
See how he does me, Mark?
Yeah, I heard that.
Get ready for it, Mark. You're going to be the same way.
Well, I'm going to start the infamous inking process right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me put you on the big board real quick. He's got his ink pen out. He's got his. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful Wonder Woman.
An actor is good.
That's gorgeous, man.
Yes, thanks.
All right, Ron, I got your message, buddy. He does not want to hang out with us. Ron wants no parts of this.
He doesn't. Ron's gotten shy. He thinks he's going to be on camera, but I told him, no, you can just be a big...
Yeah, I can set him up as audio only. Not a problem.
Just a voice.
Let's see, my brother just texted me. Let's see if he wants in on this action.
Weasel Skull.
The Weasel Skull. Oh man, he had internet problems last night, and he just texted me and said he wants to get on, but he's still waiting on Comcast to come fix his ish.
Well, they can wait on him. Or you mean he's got no internet connection?
He's got no internets.
Well, I guess, Jason. That means I get one of your wings.
That's a two-winger. It's a two-winger.
Is that a two-winger? Okay. I don't know. I was happy with one.
Jordan has already started talking about those wings from that place at Charlotte.
It's good. It's good stuff.
He's like, we got to get back to those wings, Dad. Oh, we're going back this year, son.
I'm gonna miss him.
I don't ever know what to believe with you.
That's the beauty of it.
I know. You keep our relationship spicy, and I love it. All right, let's do a little round the horn big board. Welcome anybody who's come in. I've seen numbers go up and down and up and down. Let's see. Here's my work so far. I'm inking a well, you could call him Dr. Jones piece. I'm obviously the C team member of this stream because you've got a beautiful Wonder Woman getting inked over here by Mark Hatherly. Like it says on the scroll, if you're interested, you can make offers on these pieces you see. They will be for sale. And then there is a dart from Atari Forces looking darn good with that John Beatty, always sharp, always pristine ink work. See how I say nice things about you? I think he's gone. John, I got to get a brush like your brush. Your brush looks cooler than my brush.
It is.
Well, what kind of brush is it?
It's not a garage sale brush.
Well, touche.
Although I could take some of my old ones and,
yeah, have a garage sale.
take garage sale so you could buy them, right?
I like this plan. I like it a lot. For those of you in the chat that don't know, the whole reason I'm called Yard Sale Artist is I acquire all my brushes, pens, pencils, markers, all that's yard sale or Christian Mission or Goodwill. Occasionally you will see me in a Hobby Lobby. I like to fleece their clearance section, and if I'm there, that means somebody gave me a gift card for like Christmas or my birthday.
You could also use the Michaels coupon for 40% off one item.
Oh, they have that at Hobby Lobby as well. I have that on my phone. The only reason I lean more towards Hobby Lobby is because that's what I have in my town. I've got a Michaels in Dothan about like 30 miles away, but I got a Hobby Lobby like here in Enterprise. So.
Right, gotcha.
And they do have the if you get the app, you get a 40% off your item. You're gonna
I know it. That's great. And Ron and I, Ron got one for 60% off something the other day. I didn't get that one. I guess I hadn't been in lately because Michaels sends out those little. They're good for like a day or something. You get a text message.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting them for a while and then I didn't. And then Ron sent me a text and said 60% off. I checked my app. I didn't get the text and I was kind of depressed.
60% off is almost half.
Almost.
Oh, I feel bad for Mark. He's like, what have I gotten into?
Hey, me. I can't say it's I can't say it's the average Saturday evening for me, but hey.
But here we are.
Here we are, exactly.
Then that begs to differ, or not to differ. That begs to ask, what is the average Saturday night?
What is your average Saturday
night? See, now you wish you would have never said that.
The average? Here, sitting over with my family, probably watching TV or something. And then eventually start drawing, and it takes me into like 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Because that's how fast the time goes.
Got us a Drew Moss type over here, John.
Yeah, but he lives in Bermuda.
Yep.
I'm going to have to clip that out of the audio and use it on the podcast.
You need to get the Paul Schaefer one.
I like the John Beatty one.
No, Paul did it great. In fact, I'm going to find that. Let me see here.
Oh, he's on a quest now.
I am on a quest. A vision quest.
Uh-oh, let's see. Well, what have I missed in the chat, people? What have I missed in the chat? Let me go find out. Let's see. Ron's getting old, and he needs soy garlic wings.
Soy.
Oh, what's your favorite place to eat? Says the Duchess. Boy, really depends on where I am as far as my favorite place to eat. But if I had to pick like one place on the planet to go to right now, probably there's a restaurant called the Waldgeist in Germany. Probably where I go. What's funny is they're famous for giant food. Like if you get a cheeseburger, it's basically the size of a birthday cake. It's insane. You have to eat it like birthday cake, like the way you cut it in slices.
Wow.
It's nuts. And like, yeah, everything there is huge. You're not going to finish anything. but it's just so much fun watching people try.
I could imagine, yeah. Hey, but some people could throw back some food though.
I guess, yeah.
I've seen some people, do a pretty good job with it.
Oh, John's got some Bermuda coming.
Got something.
Island wasn't wasted.
I got a text.
Island in the Atlantic.
Last night, Uphope referred to me as your less kind of thing, but this is a song. Bermuda.
There we have it.
See, notice how I skimmed around like it was a radio station, so you really couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
I didn't want to let it play. I kind of had to just.
Ronald Went said, "There goes our TOS." Oh, well, I just got word from Mr. Christatos himself. He should be joining us in about 5 minutes.
That means about 20.
I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right. That is the founder of the Longbox Crusade Network, Mr. Pat Sampson.
Too bad he released control of it.
It's cruel, but it's funny.
Actually, he didn't really release control. It was a hostile takeover.
It's really, when I just said just now, that's cruel, but it's funny.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect descriptor for you.
It was like a hostile takeover.
Cruel, but funny. That explains my whole relationship with John.
Cruel to be kind. That's all I'm saying. That's that was not a song. That was a statement.
Appreciate you looking out for the network, John.
I don't want to bring the whole Longbox network down. Don't bring me down.
I remember when we were on one of your streams and we sang like all night long.
We did.
That was fun.
And that was before people really started getting hit with stuff. And then I was like, wow, I thought you could sing the song yourself, but you can't.
I still call shenanigans on that.
Well, go ahead. Sing away, Red Rain. Purple Rain. Think of my own work, Batman.
Your own songs. I love it.
Yeah. I guess Red Rain's fine.
Yeah, they wouldn't have a problem with Red Rain, Red Rain.
Carry on. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the entertainment.
Don't encourage him.
I mean, what more can you ask for on a Saturday evening, huh? Drawing pictures, meeting new people.
Right, meeting some new folks.
Good music.
Now, are you on an island?
Yes. So
I'm assuming he's not talking to me.
In the middle of the Atlantic.
So you're just floating around out there, huh?
He's just floating around.
Yeah, pretty much.
How do you get groceries?
Well, we just drive to the grocery store.
But I mean, eventually they have to be flown over.
Well, we have the cargo boats that come twice a week.
Cargo ships, man. Cargo ships.
Yeah, the cargo ships. Yeah, bringing in
more cargo in ships and.
What's that?
Are you drawing that? Is he drawing your other boat thing?
Yeah, he's on Shipwrecker.
Oh, okay.
He has got some amazing stuff.
Well, thanks for the credit.
Hey, man. Exceeded expectation.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he's like, here's a couple of samples of what I'm thinking. And I'm like, yep, that's better than what I had in mind. Let's go.
Yeah, but that's always a plus.
Keep cranking.
What's up, baby girl?
It'll be out before Francesco.
We'll see.
I don't know. I've been in a go slow myself.
Although, did you have those to read in a specific order, Jared?
No, they're all standalone adventures.
Well, so with Tintin's, but there was kind of you could pick one up and get the story of the characters, but
yeah, sure.
They were put out in a specific.
No, it's a whole different set of characters.
Oh, you're not doing Tintin?
No, I'm doing the sequel. It's called 1111.
Oh, okay.
Come on, that was a little bit fun.
I like that.
Oh, all right. I've been inking and not looking at chat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do have sweet baritones. Thank you, Ron. The Duchess says it's 24 square miles. Is that Bermuda?
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Okay.
That's large. Where I live is 4 square miles.
That's pretty tiny, isn't it?
Holly Hill, Florida is like 3.9 square miles or something like that.
Thank you for the compliment, Courtney. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Courtney.
Courtney also
Whatever
says
it was.
you should, give me some brushes, John.
What's that?
Courtney says you should give me some brushes.
I got some old ratty ones I could send you.
Hey, that's all right. Old ratty is what I do.
You know, I actually gave Ron a brush that was used, a Winsor Newton Series 7 number 2 that was actually used by John Romita.
I always forget that Ron's your favorite.
Well, you know, he's my younger kid.
I'm a person too, Pop.
See, and you didn't call me father.
Gotta talk to Jordan about that.
I did talk to him about it. He said, I couldn't take the beatings anymore.
I just cracked.
Yeah.
Cracked.
Yeah, he sounded like Arnold. He cracked me, Mr. Beatty. And I said, don't call me Mr. Beatty. You can call me Johnny. He goes, Father said I can't. I said, I'll take care of your father.
Made up story.
Huh?
So this is a 100% made up story, everyone.
I don't know. If my kid started calling me father, I might have to slap him.
John, did you ever throw out a number for that piece for Kirk?
Yeah, he's not interested in it.
He asked.
Did he ask again?
Apparently, you got to ask again, Kirk.
He knows the price of these. He knows what the going price is,
Well,
especially for a special request.
while you're pondering that, Courtney has a question for Mark, wanting to know what got Mark into drawing and comics.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Bad life
So when you
decisions.
live on a 22 square mile island, you gotta find something to do. No, but in all fairness, I mean, from a young boy, young, I always liked to draw comics, but where I'm from, and you know, we didn't have the internet and stuff like that back then. So, and people used to laugh at you when you read comic books. So I sort of drifted away from it. But then recently, maybe about, I would say maybe 5 years ago, I don't know, I just got the urge to start drawing again. You know, so now here I am.
Perfect. So
Almost, we have like the exact same story because I came back about 5 years ago.
now
Yeah.
wait a minute. Wait, I see something wrong here.
What's wrong?
Bermuda is a tropical island, yes?
Yeah.
And he's wearing long sleeves. You're not hot?
I got the air conditioner on.
he's chilled,
Okay.
man.
The paper tends to be smoother, you know. But right now, actually, it well, I guess to you guys it wouldn't be cool, but it gets pretty chilly here sometimes. But not compared to what some countries go through, you know.
I hear you. It got chilly here this week.
I'm sure.
Well, in Florida, it's not normal.
Right, well, that's true too. Normally stays fairly decent there, huh?
Yeah, it got down to like in the overnight in the 30s, and in the day it was like 45.
Right. Well, that's right. That's for us. That's extremely cold as well. You know, normally it doesn't get like we get in the low 60s mostly. I mean,
Okay.
once when we get down, like I think our bracket's like 40 something, 43 or something like that. It's like the racket.
Wow.
Yeah, when
man.
it gets like that.
Yeah, we dipped into the 20s this last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that for Alabama. That's
Just up here in Alabama, just a little north of John.
a little north. A lot of north.
Well, I can drive to your house in about 6 hours.
Yeah, but you don't do it.
Well, I do it 2 or 3 times. You just don't know I'm out there.
I'm gonna have to have Jacob get his shotgun on you.
Keep it on the driveway, boy.
Jacob, if you see him, feel free to fire at will.
Man, got his kid looking out for me and everything.
Shoot first and ask questions later, huh?
All you'd have to do is give him some Robux to bribe him, and he'd be, oh, great.
Nobody said anything about Robux. Come on in.
Yeah, my dad's right there sleeping.
Wake up, Dad. Jared's here. Put some pants on.
Dad, Jared gave me Robux to let him in the house.
He's in the kitchen, Dad.
Yeah, he's in the kitchen eating. I gave him my snickerdoodles because he gave me Robux.
That sounds delicious.
Hey. I already cheated on my diet today. That big bowl was good though.
I have not cheated on my diet since yesterday.
Yeah.
Friday is the designated cheat day.
I like the picture of the scale, Jared.
What's that?
I like the picture you posted on Twitter of your scale.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Yeah, I've been going good.
Yeah,
That's a stock photo he keeps using.
I can alter the number at will.
Very good.
Wish.
So you should show your toes and everything.
Dude, I have like hobbit feet. You don't want to see that.
I do want to see that.
You don't want to see my hobbit
That
feet.
way I can make fun of them.
Exactly. I knew the moment I decided to start doing the whole public accountability thing, I was like, nope, John's going to make fun of my feet, so can't put those in.
I haven't said a word. Have I?
It was implied.
Huh?
It was implied.
No. You assumed.
I did. I really did.
And you know what happened? You know what happens when you assume.
Yep.
I'm just going to check the chat here. Jared.
Yeah. That's a long 5 minutes.
I want to give a shout out to Dora Grace, who is watching with Courtney. Thank you for checking out our stream, Dora.
Thank you, Dora. The Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. You know, I saw that live action Dora the Explorer movie the other day. My wife was like, let's watch it with the boys. And I was like, man, I thought my Dora the Explorer days were behind me. And then I ended up really liking it. That movie is very entertaining.
It was a lot different than what I expected.
Yes. I was like, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. On those dark horses.
I really enjoyed Dora the Explorer, the live action movie.
I didn't see it. Regrettably, I don't think I saw that.
Oh, everyone, stop what you're doing.
Don't
Look who's here.
don't think I will either. Hey, it's Pat.
Hello,
DJ
John.
Chris Tatos. Or Crispy Tatos or Tackies or whatever. How you doing, Pat?
I'm doing good. How are you, John?
I'm well. I'm trying to get your show back to you, for the rightful owner.
Stop it.
Well, if you really, this is really what I wanted it really to happen, John, is that I was just using Jarrett so that way I could get to you.
Okay.
It's like a triple blind.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Well, your plan is coming together quite well then.
It is. I love it when a plan comes together.
Pat, let me introduce you to Mark from Bermuda. Pat, Mark, Pat.
Hello,
Nice to
Mark.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you. I'm just
Mark
here
is-
with the cool guys tonight.
Mark the Fitzler on Shipwrecker, which I named all by myself with no help from anyone.
Yeah. Good for you.
All right, let it be known publicly on the stream that the title Shipwrecker was Pat's idea.
Oh.
So I wanted something that sounded very James Bond-like, and he nailed it.
That's why when he told me, I said, "Well, the name sounds good, but the rest is."
Ah,
I said the title sounded great. You told me the synopsis, and I don't know.
there's no pleasing you. Some people.
There's pleasing me.
See, you got an Atari Force going on there, John.
Oh, you see that, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? You want to buy it cheap and then resell it later on to Noah the Hyper Potato? I bet you could get a markup for it. Because if he doesn't make his move tonight,
Yeah. And Mark's got Wonder Woman going on. That's really
oh
great.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And if you want to, Pat, I'm
Yep.
sure you may already know this, but you can right click and make anybody the big board if you want to.
Yep.
Zoom
I
in.
was just
and
thinking
all.
about if I should remove myself and just let you
No,
guys
Pat,
be
your
up
life
there.
matters. Oh, you
I
just mean
don't need to see me. It's not like I'm doing anything.
I thought
Drawing.
he was suicidal for a second.
Pat, your life matters. That's the sequel.
Don't remove yourself, Pat. We love you.
We love you, Pat. It's okay. No matter what Jared says, we love you.
Well, I'm just wondering if there's a way to, I can talk but not be on the.
Not be on screen space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. See, with the Google Hangouts, you had to just pin somebody, and then everyone else. I think it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
I used to love it when John would pin me.
When what?
When John would pin me. Pat, do you have the audio up?
Of course he does.
Somebody, because when she came in, I start hearing a echo on the audio.
Nope, I
blame
got my own setup.
Blame you.
I blame Pat too on that.
That makes me now suspect John.
Well, it only happened when Pat came in.
I feel like he's doing that thing that Delvin does with the ice.
Yes.
Oh, clinking the ice and
Making the ice.
then like not realizing he's
Trying
doing
to
it.
blame it on somebody else. That's a Delvin maneuver.
Well, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Let's see if we got any. GL says, John, hey, John, don't mess with the system. Jared is like Lucius Fox for Pat's Bruce Wayne. Ooh,
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it.
Man, I didn't know there was a system. I didn't know. Now I do. I won't mess with it.
hello, let's see, Courtney, Noah, GL, Duchess.
Hello.
Was that Mark that said hello when Pat said Duchess?
Yeah, because I don't know where she is.
I was about to say, don't flirt with Duchess, Pat.
Yeah.
And I don't have any idea where she is right now, so I just send my regards on her behalf, you know.
Is Duchess your wife, Mark?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of my biggest supporters, I guess.
Well, you got to have one.
There you go.
Mine's Pat.
Mm-hmm.
I thought yours was your wife too, Jared.
Yeah.
She brings you your food on a platter.
Pack my bags. I'm going on a guilt trip.
Man. My wife thinks I have a hobby.
I'm going to hang out with Jared again on your stupid live streams. Do what I want.
That Friday night I came home and she's like, "Did you make any money?" And I'm like, "That wasn't the purpose."
Where the hell have you been? You got no money. She sticks it to him, man. She sticks it to him.
Man, that was brutal.
Not easy, is it?
I said no. I said, Jared made some money.
Oh, now she's mad at me then.
No, she thought you did something right.
I've only met her once, and that was in Georgia at that con in Macon.
Yeah, that was enough. She said no more.
Yeah, she was like, "That's it. That
Yeah.
guy." No. I heard her whisper to you, "I should have listened to you about him."
She was like, "He's the one that got us to this show."
Son of a.
You spent all that time doing that poster. Well. And then Jared, remember, the poster gets done. We have them printed. They don't do anything with them.
They did not maximize their opportunities.
Oh man,
that was kind of the summary for that whole show. They never maximized their opportunities, and that's why they're not a show anymore.
That's true.
Sad tales, my friends.
Sad but true. 3 years and gone. Wasn't it 3 years?
I can tell you right now, it was.
Or was it 4? Did they try? I think they were advertising 4.
Sure that John and I did together. Well, there you go. 2016.
Man, so maybe no. There was one before that. Then there was that one. Then they did one last one, right?
I think there was one. Yeah, they went to a smaller venue to do one last one. That's right.
Well, they didn't need a bigger venue.
No, they didn't.
They didn't even sell out the one they had.
Cons can be tricky. You know it, and I know it.
Well, I kind of knew going into that one. You were a little too excited.
I'm always excited.
Yeah, I know. But you were a little too excited for that one.
Too excited, John? No such thing.
Yeah.
No such thing. You know why I was excited, John?
Because I was there.
Got that right. I got to spend time with my friend.
But it was like a 9-hour drive for me.
That's a shame.
Not to mention all the time I spent into like making that print.
I love you, John.
Keep trying. You love Pat too.
That's true.
Look what it's done for him.
Yeah.
Look, Pat went dark.
Nothing but a bed of roses.
Will always love you.
And Pat, what do roses have?
Thorns. But you know, every rose has them.
You have a bed of thorns.
And I don't even care about the copyright strike because I love you.
Oh, that would be so funny.
It would really be. I would be amused by that.
Everybody on Longbox Crusade could, and they're like 90 days too. Well, actually, your first one, you'll get a warning. The thing is, they don't tell you. From what I understand is you just get it. And they don't tell you what video. You kind of have to sit there and go through your videos and go, could that be it? Well, it could, but could that be it?
Listen, we got like a warning about ones that were private videos that had never been made public. They were like, you can't make these videos public. And we're like, we know. That's why they're on our private server.
No, wait. I missed. What did you say? Okay, you said you got some on a private?
Like you can make videos and store them private, not make them public to anyone. A lot of podcasters do that. We record to YouTube just so we can strip the audio off. But we never publish it. Never goes out anywhere.
Okay, but you're saying they gave you a letter, like a warning?
Yeah, they gave us they were like, yeah, you can't, they tell us you can't publish these videos. And we're like, we know that. That's why we didn't publish them.
Why? Okay, why did they say why you couldn't publish them?
Because it had copyrighted music in it.
Well, can you legally do that on a podcast?
Sure. Shut up, John.
Interesting.
The answer to that is it depends.
Depends on who's watching and who's listening.
Now we get to a gray area.
There are no gray areas in YouTube.
Well, we don't put our podcast on YouTube.
Just like that Copa thing.
Yeah, how'd that ever end up?
Huh?
How'd that ever end up?
Well, here's the good news. Nobody has been fined yet, from what I understand. The good news is, well, that's kind of good news. The other good news is, it's actually it's taking place. It's being it's happening now. And the bad news is it's happening now.
Right.
So the good news and the bad news is it's both the same thing, really.
At the Copa.
And were you singing at the car wash?
No, I was singing at the Copa. Copacabana.
Oh, you're just pushing it. Now, is your content for kids or not?
It's not. We had to put it's not, even though it's like you, man. It's fine for kids in real life, but
no, it's not. Mine is not.
We had to mark it as it's not.
I don't want any kid.
Well, I got bad news for you. You got one at your house already.
I know, and I feel bad because the little guy can't even come on and do it.
I miss Jacob on the show.
I know.
It's a bummer.
Hey guys, MK Billion says the next time you guys stream chat, you should choose a character and you guys should speed draw a race to see who would win.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, Mark's gonna win.
I don't know about that. I don't know
Let me
about
cut
that.
to the chase for you there, MK.
I don't know
Mark
about
is
that.
going to win.
Let's keep it fun.
Yeah, I will come in probably second. John is notorious for slow but perfect.
No, there is no perfect.
Exactly.
Mark said we had some background in there.
I would probably now come in first because I would just blaze through it as fast as possible.
Come on, I don't care who it looks like.
That's right. I would make your 3-minute drawings look like you spent like days on them.
These are incredible. How do you do it, yard sale artist? So, Pat, how have you been, man?
Doing all right.
No, he's
Staying
been doing
busy.
all right. Staying busy.
Staying busy.
Yep. Hanging.
We call him the low-hanging fruit. Nobody calls him that.
Who calls him that?
Nobody. Are you going to do any coloring on that, Jared?
I'll do a background color like I do with the Rockets. It's kind of been my thing lately to do a gray wash head and then do a color background on it.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying that.
Lazy.
You, the minute you asked, you were opening me up. The old Beatty machine got me
Play you like a tuna.
The old Beatty machine got me again.
The old Beatty machine? Hey. Let's not talk about my age.
We will not have ageism on this program.
That's right.
Anybody in the chat got a question for these three artists?
There's no end to that sentence. These three.
I was waiting for you guys to,
Hard-working artists.
yeah, hardworking,
Well, 2 of us are hard work.
talented
Wait, which
artists. That includes myself. No, I'm no artist.
I don't know. I've seen some Indiana Rat. some wheels
Yep.
of cheese.
It was back in my day. I was.
You have a gift with words, Pat.
I do.
Jared would have never came up with the title for that story. Just remember that.
Oh my God, I'm going to regret you of telling him that for so long now.
You told him. You told me.
Yeah. Now I got to
Okay.
shift the blame. For
I'm
my
hoping
own
for
sanity.
some credits on the back, on the.
Yeah, and some
With.
percentage points. And just remember, you can't copyright a title. So what was that called again?
Noticed I got real quiet.
Yeah. Pat'll tell me. Pat, what was the title of your novel?
My title of the novel is Duchess Wants to Know, John, what's your most comfortable style of drawing?
Seated.
Comfortable style of drawing. Trying to process that. Just you mean like pencil, ink, superheroes,
Pick one.
cartoons?
Pick one.
Well, I don't know. I like them all. All that I can do, and then some.
All right. Jared, Mark, care to chime in on that?
Comfortable style. That was the question.
Yeah, I mean, it was from your wife, so.
Yeah,
Don't mess it up, Mark.
but she just came in the room. To be honest with you.
Laying down?
I guess sitting down. That's a comfortable style.
Mine would be just the way what I'm doing right
I
now.
think-
I think relax.
Come on, give the Duchess a real answer. Jared.
My favorite style. I like heavy ink, heavy shadow, lots of black, and I don't know. It's how I've always drawn.
No.
Okay, and then of course I paint on yard sale stuff.
That's probably your favorite. Well, maybe
I
not.
really do like doing yard sale art. That is for certain. That's so much fun to let the piece kind of tell you what you're gonna put on it. That's
Do
the
with
best.
it, yeah. You should do that one of these times.
I thought about that. I was like,
You know?
I should put a little camera out in my building. The only problem is I don't get the world's best signal out there. That's the only thing I've been thinking about.
Oh, you told me you had the best drops anywhere.
No, I was
Except
talking
out
about
there,
my
right?
drops. Check out this one.
Well, ain't no pecking.
Oh, DJ Cristado's jumped in.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, well, here's another question from GL. And he wants to know, this is for John, can you go into detail about inkers/colorists?
Inkers/colors?
Colorists. Yeah.
As in, like, if they fought each other?
That's like a
GL says, I know the answer to that, but I'll let John tell you, with a smiley face.
I wonder what he's talking about there.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not. I have no idea. It's like, you mean that we get no respect? The colors get respect now.
Yeah, not sure.
Inkers used to, but now it's like, eh.
How about this question then, for John?
Okay.
It is, what's your favorite character to draw?
I know. Yeah, you got
Captain
there.
America?
Yeah.
Mark?
Favorite character to draw?
I know
Cyborg.
the answer to that too.
Cyborg?
Yeah, I like Cyborg. One
techie-
why it's hard.
Techie stuff?
Yeah. I think the costume is so cool. I always have. But you don't see that much Cyborg stuff, do you?
No.
No, you don't really. And you would have thought after all the
It's too hard to draw.
Justice League stuff.
You gotta be like a George Perez type
Yeah.
that wants to do all that to really enjoy it. It's like doing Iron Man. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
You can do a pinup of him, but man, monthly book, no thanks.
Yeah, man. I remember like Sean Chin was on that book in the late 90s. Incredibly talented guy. That's just an insane amount of lines to draw on every page.
Yeah, exactly.
Jarrett, what's your favorite?
I
Indiana
guess,
Jones.
I guess I'd have to say Batman. That's not to say that I'm good at him, but like I'll tell you this much: when I do a little 3-minute sketch card for the kids, when I ever get like a real indecisive kid who's like, I don't care, I'm like, okay, Batman, it is. That's how I roll. Na 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 na. Make up your mind.
It's only 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes, kid.
I ain't talking Pat's language, but I'll sit here and talk music with you all night.
Jared, the Duchess wants to know you should do a yard sale art with jeans.
There you
But
go.
I'm wearing jeans.
Well, you should paint your own jeans, like
No,
designer.
paint the jeans. There you go.
Paint
Yeah.
the jeans. I've never. All right. I always like my whole thing is I find
You
art.
can make bat pants.
I add like super
Bat pants. I like
pants.
See, I'm a good with names. I'm
fancy pants. See?
fancy pants. There you go.
Fancy pants.
I have been known
You can call them fancy pants.
fancy pants.
Hey, now, Pat.
Yeah.
Look at Jared.
Look at me.
Look at Mark and I. Why is Jared drawing with yellow light?
Well, that's a good question, John. I'm glad you asked. Jared,
I-
how about you tell us?
It's actually not yellow light. John has jaundice.
I don't know. Look, and he's got a hair comb.
I do.
That's surprisingly because he doesn't have hair.
I don't.
Well,
This is news to me.
shh, people don't know.
That's right.
You want to see my coif of hair?
Oh! See, you ruined it now.
No, are you using a light bulb and a lamp?
Yes, I have the light on in the room, and then I have a lamp here.
That's why it's yellow.
That and you have jaundice.
No, I see Mark's drawing fine. Looks like he's got a nice daylight lamp. See?
Yeah, I got an LED bulb and an LED lamp, I think, on here.
There you go. He gets better lighting.
He likes to show off.
Sorry, Jared, I got lucky tonight.
No, I just noticed it when it was the 4 shot, and I'm like, man, Jared is like,
I like to stand out, John. Look at my yellow light, everyone. What do you think? What do you think, Pat? Does it look like him?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely.
That's John Wayne. You know that, right?
of course he did. Who else could it be?
Mr. Cogburn. Just wait till I put the eye patch on him.
That's the best Michael Keaton I've seen in a long time.
Man, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
John says, or GL says, John, I'm talking about what I asked you earlier in the week about how is more to being an inker than what it sounds like.
Oh yeah, it is. But that's a whole long discussion.
Yeah. Well, break it down into 3 words.
3 words?
Or if you need a little bit more.
Well, I can say inking is very frightening because it's like pencils you can erase. Inking is just black and white, and you make a mistake, sometimes you can't fix them.
Oh, you can erase it. In fact, I used to don't use it anymore, but there's an electric eraser, and you could get this like a drill
So
kind
to
of.
erase the ink.
Yeah,
Good.
and you would get this ink eraser,
Well, I used to white.
a gray,
Well, I
and you
used to
could
white
just
pen.
go right over the paper and erase the ink out. And after about the second time, though, you'd start breaking the paper down, and it wouldn't.
Right,
Is
doesn't
Ron?
take the pen.
Yeah. Is Ron still around?
Ron is in the chat,
Is he? Okay.
I think.
Well, he was. I don't know if Jared scared him off when he showed his comb. Kind of scared me. I should put some stuff just laying on my drawing board here that makes no sense. Of course, now I'm looking for stuff.
Oh boy.
Ron's in the chat, and he's what's the question for him, John?
I think I got to brush my teeth.
So the question is for you, Ron. John needs to brush his teeth. What flavor of toothbrush or toothpaste does John like to use?
Black ink or white ink.
White ink?
For a little splatter effect. No, I just wanted to know if Ron was still hanging out.
Yeah, he says he's on his phone.
He's watching on his phone. He
Watching on
loves to do that.
Jared's laying down some tape. We're going to see some squares in a little bit here.
He's into the squares. No more plates.
Yeah, just going to ask
guess-
about that.
I guess Johanna uses them all for dinner or something.
Huh?
Look at that. Look at that waste of tape for two little squares. What's he doing? He's gone. Christados,
Yes.
are you in charge here? I mean, can you zoom in on Jared?
I can.
Okay, let's see what he's doing here.
Okay. Let's see what he is doing.
See what he's doing.
As you can see, Jared is skillfully using that ruler. He's lining it up perfectly right now. He's going for the draw now.
Shh, quiet, please.
He's lining it up. Yep. Here he goes.
Yeah, I was just calling him. I just wanted to see.
Don't call. I see you trying to call me. What are you doing?
Now we'll move over to the fourth hole with John Beatty.
The fourth. Oh.
And it looks like John's got his tape there.
John's got a
His picture is taped up.
Yes,
quietly.
right here.
How long will it stay there? We don't
Oh,
know.
it'll stay there till I remove it.
Now the question is with that background that he has it on, how often does that get changed out?
I feel like we're watching a golf game. I like it. He's approaching the ball.
John seems to be avoiding the question, so we'll move on to the third.
Oh no,
hole.
I
We'll go to
didn't.
Mark.
I was kind of talking over you. What were you saying, Pat?
Oh, just that background you have taped up behind there.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you change that out like every one you do, or?
Oh yeah. No, not every one I do. No, it's just when it gets too messy.
Too messy. Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of it gives me a target on where to keep the art during my stream, so I don't start drifting over. And it also is good for
over.
Yeah, so I don't go on the. I mean, I do have some over here and stuff, but.
Mhm. Noah says that hopefully he has a reliable signal now, but the dart is looking great, Mr. Legend.
Oh,
Will you be adding any color? He wants to know.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Although her hair is white, so.
And GL says, careful, Jared.
Okay. There's no more to that. That's it.
It's careful, Jared. I sense technology envy.
He's spotting me now, huh? Careful, Jared. Easy.
I think you should do the square like you have it now, like right behind his head, the big one.
I'm going to.
Yeah, but don't do anything else.
We'll see.
No.
We'll see.
You're gonna go off in a deco, and it's not really a deco style drawing.
We'll see.
I see. All right. Look, did you measure those?
Yep.
All right.
Those are all measured out.
How many people are watching us right here?
Oh man, we have dropped to 6.
Yeah.
Oh heck.
We've been as high as like 15 at some points.
I have to get out to the media again and spread the love. So if you're out there, spread some love right now. Give us a
I like spread some love.
Spread some love.
I asked that of my wife, and she's like,
I'm afraid to ask follow-up questions.
"Don't follow up."
No follow-ups. Better.
It is a nice way to put it, though. Hey, honey. No wonder I don't get dinner served to me, right, Jared?
You got it. Yeah, you got to play the game a little bit.
MK says you guys should be streaming on Twitch and YouTube.
We are.
I think we got one of them down.
We're on YouTube.
We got YouTube. Twitch
is more of a gamer's.
Yeah, that's to me is more watching live stream gaming.
Yeah, I don't like the interface. It's too busy, and I don't even like watching people on Twitch because it's too distracting.
Yeah, they just chop and change and jump about, and it takes is very time consuming to get viewers on Twitch. It was like
I don't think you get. I mean, I know you can get rid of the ads on Twitch, like in the stream if you subscribe, but the ones that pop up around the side, or that just the like banner ads, I don't think you can get rid of those.
Probably not. I'm not. I can't even remember. It's been a while since I did it on Twitch. I think if you have a good fan base already, then you're all right.
Yeah.
But
I think I agree.
to try to start off there, it was pretty difficult. I had battle nights, but it was taking up too much time for the response that I was getting.
Yeah. Well, they say the people that are really getting the subscribers, you got to be in for the long run on even.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. That was it.
Like a year or two.
Yep.
Consistent. And then you might hit that one viral video or something.
Yeah. And you get lucky.
Yeah, and you suddenly you're at like, you gain 5,000 new subscribers overnight or something.
Yep.
Yeah. It all depends.
I'd like to have that happen. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. I think it all depends on what you're in for too.
Yeah, exactly. Because even still, once you do that, then you have to keep them interested.
Yeah.
That's
it's interesting. I don't post a lot on my Instagram, and I still gain followers. Not that I have that many, but all it takes is, you do one post and then somebody else tags it or
right.
Then you kind of get them, and watch your numbers go back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
It can drive you crazy
It can, you're right.
Yeah.
So I just kind of say like, okay, well, it is what it is.
Exactly. You have to sort of that's to say, put it in perspective, Apples.
Yeah. I think we're doing all right the way we're doing it, I think. I mean, this has grown for the Long Box Crusade, has grown more than beyond my expectations, so.
Well, that's because you turned it over to Gerald.
Oh yeah, yep. No, it's been a great time and with them and without
we do have fun.
we do have, and that's what I think what makes it even better is if we're just out here to have some fun.
Exactly.
And enjoy the things we love and talk about them.
Crusaders just want to have fun.
Yep.
I see
Come
what
home in the middle
I
of
see
the
what
night.
you did there.
Yeah.
You can't get much 80s stuff by me. That was my decade.
My
There was-
father said, "What do you want to
there-
do with your life?" And I told him, "I want to rock."
There was nothing like being in your what was I, 19 in the 1980s, so in my 20s and
that would have been a good time.
80s. Oh, what a perfect decade.
I had a good time in the 80s.
Yes, sir. I did too.
I
I
think
think it was the best time I can remember in my human history for my time span that I've been alive.
I think the 80s is probably my decade that I would, if I could go back to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I would definitely do a few things differently.
Yeah, I guess we all would in a sense.
You laying down some red paint or ink, Jared?
It's ink and it's deep orange.
Oh, deep orange.
The actual name of the color on the bottle
Very nice, Jared.
is was my nickname in high school, Tangerine.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Old Orange.
Old orange.
Rustic orange.
Sour orange.
Sour orange.
They call me Sour Orange.
I'm gonna just gas you like tangerines.
I got it now. The annoying orange.
I haven't thought about the annoying orange in forever.
Oh man, that thing was annoying, wasn't it?
That was annoying.
Was that
It
a Steve Oderkirk creation?
I don't know, but it was. I would watch it and get annoyed, but it was like one of those things you couldn't quit watching.
I mean, it was called the annoying orange, so
It was aptly named.
you knew what you were in for.
I think Noah makes a good point in the chat. He says, the 80s ruled since we were all different ages, yet would gladly go back.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, Zablo, if he was here, he would chime in with the 70s, that disco era for him.
Slightly before my time.
Well, yeah. I was in at the end of the 80s. Like I said, I was 19 in 1980, so that was like perfect.
Yeah.
How old were you in 1980, Mark?
I was born in 75.
I was born in
That
76,
yeah.
so we are very similar in age.
Yeah.
So I'm a few years older than you guys.
Cool. Hey, mate. Such is life, huh?
Yes.
Pat, you're so old.
I know.
Just look at you.
I see Ron says I need more Red Goblin on my Instagram. The sketch cover I did to him that had the Red Goblin on it, that thing, I don't know. That was my first and only post that ever got over 1,000 likes.
Nice.
It's pretty sweet.
Never
Yeah.
been in my
I
life.
couldn't believe it. It was just like, within the first couple hours, it had already been like, I don't know, 300-400. And I was like, this has never happened before.
First time for everything, huh?
Yeah.
So GL wants to know why the tangerine. Jared.
It'll all make sense in a minute.
Are you gonna do like a yellow?
Yes.
And do kind of the Indiana Jones.
What are the two colors in
title
the
screens?
Indiana Jones logo? Hey, it's all coming together, isn't it?
I dig it.
There's a method to Jared's madness. Every time.
Duchess says, Jared, are you using red ink? And it's tangerine.
It's tangerine.
John, are you letting yours dry?
Who, me?
Yeah. I saw you laid down some black around the outside there.
Yeah, it's a little tacky up here. I can still tell, but other than that, it's pretty much down here. It's
Oh, that looks clean.
dry.
That's how John draws.
Yeah, that was clean, man.
He's the clean guy. I don't know of any artist that's cleaner than you, John. And I don't mean just your hygiene.
Yeah, I think that was his name in college.
Mm-hmm.
Nickname.
They called him
Hygiene.
Clean-
Yeah,
They called him Clean John.
Clean John.
Clean John.
Yep. So we'll go around the horn here and see. Check in on Mark.
I love it. It sounds like Pat's like at a golf game and he's the announcer.
Look at that background work,
We're gonna
man.
go around the horn here and see what's going on. I like it because it's like the right pitch.
Soothing. He's got that soothing.
Yes, I'm silky smooth, baby.
Go around
Silky
the horn here.
Thank you for watching the Long Box Crusade.
Mm.
Let's see what Mark's working on as we
We're gonna peek in on Mark
he
here.
approaches some columns.
Yes.
Everybody
Now, John, what kind of size pen do you think Mark should be using right now?
Well, I think if his caddy is correct, he should. It looks like he's using a brush marker right now for the black areas.
Mm.
You know, on a par 3 like this, that's a bold.
But as I take a closer look, I see he's using a fine line pen. So maybe he's done all the black areas. And now he's just detailing a bit.
I could listen to this all day.
I think let's listen in and see what Mark thinks he's using right now. Mark, can you
Okay.
hear us?
No, they're not supposed to hear us.
Oh.
Shh, don't disturb him as he's approaching the green.
Yeah, it's getting intense.
All eyes are on him. He's the Cinderella story.
It
He's
appears
coming out of
he has-
Bahama. Coming
it
out of the
appears-
Bahamas.
It
From
appears,
Bermuda.
it
Bermuda.
appears he's using a Micron 01 to me.
Now, John, you're an expert at this. How many pens would you keep in your bag?
I like to have a nice selection of a little bit of everything just in case. You never know what's going to happen, like a sand trap or getting in the rough.
People don't factor in the humidity a lot.
Who's that outside voice, Pat?
Oh, that's our new recruit, Jared. He's on.
I'm right here on the green.
I didn't know he had a hot mic.
We're trying something new out, John, on the channel just to spice it up a little bit.
Okay,
We'll have some on-green
he's
commentary.
quite annoying. I think we should mute his mic while we're trying to.
I cannot condone the muting of my.
Okay.
Let us go to the green and see where things are at with Jared.
Jared,
Jared.
Yeah. Hey guys.
can you get a lay of the ground? Does it look like the ball's going to cut to the left or right?
Well, what you have to understand is that it rained here yesterday, so it's hard to tell at this point. Most things have been cutting left today. Oh! I think I just spilled a bunch of yellow ink on my table.
So, Jared, is that spill going downhill or uphill?
It's rolling slightly to the left, which is good because my drawing is to the right.
Okay.
Stupid pain in the. Yeah, there, I got it. I have yellow fingers now.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break with this announcement from GLHG. And he says, Mark, that drawing is awesome. Look at that Wonder Woman.
How did Mark
Smiley
end
face.
up on the bottom left?
We've done doing a lot of moving around here in the
Apparently.
studios. Ron says that his ball's always cut to the left.
Mhm.
May want to get that checked out.
Makes sense. I've got a small fan I'm gonna move over here. To
Okay.
blow across my
What's that fan's name?
Be careful. Be careful with the fan because he's going to blow the grass and it's going to make the ball take a sharp turn away from the hole.
Let's see how he does.
I blow the fan just right. You can see.
Can you
I
move
could
in
probably
on
blow
the
my
shot?
model picture up.
Pat, can you have the cameraman move in on the shot?
Yes, let's go.
That's easily. That's gonna be a birdie, I think.
I notice there's a few hairs on that cone blowing.
Oh my goodness.
So, Jared, do you eat off that plate?
Occasionally.
Yes.
I can't believe that we've been going for 2 hours and 11 minutes. I planned this for 2 hours. I totally. This never happens on Beatty's network. But I am just about done here. Welcome back, Courtney. She lost us, but found us.
Oh, yeah, you lost us. Well, now she's found us.
Now she's found. That's amazing.
I once was lost,
It's a pretty good voice you got there.
but now I'm found. Was blind, but now harmonize with me, Jared. I see.
Bring it in, Pat. Okay, done. Now, come on now. The Amazing Grace.
Without you,
Elvis is not.
I'll be so blue. Thinking about you.
I always like it, that song. Like when they just start to play the music, I always picture Elvis just kind of singing in like he was in a boys band, and he's like, "Oh baby, it's gonna be a blue Christmas.
Oh, baby.
It's gonna be so blue without you around here."
So blue, blue, blue without you.
You know, girl.
You know, girl.
You know, girl.
And how about it was a number one in a pouring dark Chicago night? A poor baby boy was born in the ghetto. In the ghetto. I mean, that would be a rap song now, right? But it would be like not a depressive song. It would be like, "Yo, I'm in the ghetto, yo," you know?
Are we recording this? We could definitely use this audio later.
And here it goes.
Rolling
Jared's
in the
pulling
ghetto,
out the tape.
'cause that's the way I go.
He's gotten that last piece of tape off.
Yes. I wonder if he's it doesn't look like he's damaged the paper at all.
Oh, I've not.
His
I don't
lady,
think if he starts touching it more, he might though.
his lady fingers delicately pulled the tape away from the paint just right. I think the fan definitely helped with that.
Mm. I think he's brushing away some leftover dust and grass clippings.
Yes, Courtney. I've been picking on Gerald. It's always fun to do.
Isn't it though?
It's more fun in person, but you know, this will have.
There you go.
Mark made me lose it.
And there you have Dr. Jones.
Hello, Dr. Jones.
You call him Dr. Jones.
You know, Pat, I'm surprised that Gerald has not done his father because he's such a Connery fan.
Yeah,
I would
Ooh,
expect.
I should do that on the next live stream.
that's a
and
good
get
one.
the duo.
I think he overheard me because I think he should do a scene from when they were together because that was a really good movie.
Yeah, I agree.
He
Oh, it was a great. That was a great movie.
People tuning in are going to think there's something wrong with our microphone levels.
Now we're back live with Mark here.
Look at Mark's, man. Look at that.
Look at that.
He's doing a full.
Somebody needs to make an offer on that in the chat. Come on, Duchess. Come off of a 50.
As he grows weary.
I believe we're just waiting on Mark now. But I don't believe he had a head start like the rest of us with pencils already done.
No, he came in with a blank piece of paper, and he's
And
made
he
some
is
magic
doing-
happen.
He is doing a full figure and backgrounds, I might add.
Mm-hmm. Mark came to play.
And this is the penciler for the.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, I must say.
This is the guy that's going to be doing the pencils for what is the name of the book?
The name's not important.
You need to get it out there.
I called it Shipwrecker because I'm very clever. It's called Shipwrecker.
Shipwrecker. Shipwrecker. That's,
It's a great name.
wrecking ship.
Yeah, Shipwrecker. That's a great name.
That's better than
I'm
Francesco's.
glad I came up with it.
Yeah, I should tell you how I came to that, but
Eh,
maybe save that for another story.
You wrecked a ship, Pat? Is that it?
you wrecked the ship out of me, man. Oh, no,
Wrecked
the hyper
him.
potato
Damn
says
near killed him.
I'm going to take over your job, Pat. No, the hyper potato.
I was just going to get that. Go ahead.
Okay.
MK Billion, you'd like to subscribe to John Beatty's channel? If you're just go into the YouTube and put in John Beatty, you'll find it. And at that,
The answer to your question, MK Billion, is we do it whenever we can.
you'll find a lot of streaming already recorded for your viewing pleasure.
So you will get more art streaming on this channel. But yes, do go check out John Beatty Art, that channel. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to this channel. And then all you need to do is, you probably know this already, but you can click the bell and get notifications for whenever either of those channels go live. So we'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to Longbox Crusade and John Beatty Art. And on both pages, click the bell. And then whenever we go live with these unscheduled, that answers your question. We don't really schedule them.
I would like to note that I do have a private sale on my Dart piece here. So anybody else that may have been interested in it, sorry, it is now spoken for.
Oh, it's sold?
There you go.
Of course.
How perfect.
Nice.
If I
The
did
John's-
this for
John's piece is
if I
sold.
did if I did this for nothing, I'd be ripping it up right now.
Should I threaten this? If someone doesn't buy this, I'm going to tear it up right now.
I think you should.
I can't get enough of John's golf voice, by the way.
It's
Well, it's good
it's
for
real
that.
Pat
Scene.
started it. I just ran with it because I like it.
I think it's great.
Like
I really think it's a great idea.
it's perfect. Because it just comes in at the right tone, and it's like it talks over. You can actually talk over people that are louder, and it's still like in the background there.
Duchess wants to know if there's a link for John's YouTube. Let me get
yeah.
that out there.
Yeah, can you put that in the chat?
Oh, I don't know if I should. I haven't subscribed yet, so.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I have.
Oh.
I've subscribed for a long time now. I love watching John Beatty do his art.
Oh man, that hurt. That was like a dagger in the
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
boy. I was gonna have to. Well, I don't know what I was gonna have to do.
No, I'm a subscriber.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Are you really sure?
I'm pretty sure. I get notifications.
Check in the chat. Check in the chat. Are you typing on an old school typewriter?
Me? No.
I'm putting in the URL.
Oh, I got it, John. Here we go.
Oh, thank you.
There you have it. Oh, you did it from Twitter.
I did it from both.
From both with an F.
We are. That's right, Jared. We are live on the Twitter right now as well too.
We are on the Twitterverse.
Yes.
Oh, look at that! According to this, there's been an opening bid on the Indiana Jones piece.
Nice.
A sheet of Hardee's coupons. Thank you so much, Kirk.
Ah. We have an open bid.
That sounds delicious.
Do
I
we
would
have?
I would
Can
like
we
to
bump
thank
that up
MK
with
Billion for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, MK Billion. Ronald Wentz said he's going to make a spin-off book called Home Wrecker. Oh, that Ronald Wentz. Now, don't feel like you have to continue with the insanity there, Mark. You
Hey,
whenever you want.
I'm just enjoying the fun.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at Chat Checker checking the chat, dropping the links.
Woot woot.
Hey, drop me a link for theyardsaleartist.com. By the way, Pat,
That's
no-
at
there's
some of
no-
my stuff at Big Yard.
all right, someone's beeping. There's no more need for theyardsaleartist.bigcartel.com because I took my web address of theyardsaleartist.com and I auto forwarded it so it goes right to my sales page.
What do you want me to send it to? Yard.
No, never mind, Pat. All right, it says it has buy one get one free sausage biscuits on the coupon sheet. That is not bad.
That is not bad, but you're on a diet.
Yeah, I could eat the sausage, but not the biscuits. That sounds like a pretty good name for my rap album. The
Mr.
sausage,
Biscuit?
but not the biscuits. Oh goodness, I feel so bad for Bermuda Mark who had to just like come into this foolishness.
Crazy.
It's all good fun to me. Believe you me.
That piece is looking killer, man. I might. It's going to be the live stream that cost me money because I'm probably going to end up making him an offer on it.
Makes Jordan
Yeah,
more
I was just telling Mark, I think yesterday, was it, Mark, that I was telling you about Big Cartel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That looks pretty interesting and promising.
It's easy to use.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
It looked user-friendly, you know?
Oh, well, and that's what I was telling you, Pat. Even though that address is perfectly fine, especially for like our recordings on Longbox, we can just say theyardsaleartist.com now.
Ah, okay.
I have that address, and I just auto-forwarded it to the Big Cartel site. So if you put in theyardsaleartist.com, it takes you to the sales site automatically. Because I'm crafty.
Crafty.
I'm like sugar.
Pat, make sure we rip the audio from this so we can use these John Beatty
outtakes, yes, in the podcast. There's a candid conversation we have with John Beatty. I'm like sugar.
Sugar.
John, what do you think about your art? I'm like sugar.
I like your idea there, Duchess, of wrapping the sausage in some lettuce, but I'm just going to eat the sausage plain.
Pat, let's listen closely and hear the swing of Mark as he approaches the ball. Let's be quiet.
Okay.
Oh, that sounded like a good one. Oh, too many divots in it. Oh,
Look at him working with the brush, pens, the pencils. Goodness gracious.
Is there any end to this talent?
Now, if nobody snags that Wonder Woman up on today's live stream, though, make sure you post it on Twitter, Mark, and we will retweet the heck out of it for you.
There you go.
Where can you be found, Mark, on the Twitter?
If you zoom out, his handle is his.
Yeah, right on the bottom of that. I sometimes forget it myself.
But I think you have to zoom the picture back out to the four of us.
Hold on.
It's weird when you zoom in, you lose people's their little handle, their little screen names.
Yeah.
oh, that was a good one. Listen, Pat.
I hear.
Oh yes, he got good wood on that.
It's always good when you get the wood.
Yep, in the chat. There is his Twitter handle. Please give Mark a follow. Talking to you, John Beatty.
What about me?
Give Mark a follow on Twitter.
Hey, mate.
It's at HTHRLY75.
I think I know what the 75 stands for.
I think I pieced it together too. I think if I took all the vowels out of my last name and added a 76.
He talks like Batman commentating.
Hey now.
What is happening?
Seems to be some crowded noise going on in the background. We're going to have to put up the signs for silence now.
Hey
Stop.
now. Coming at you from the Longbox Crusade. It's Jared,
Whoop, whoop.
Pat,
Hello,
Mark, and DJ John.
DJ John.
I think John's been drinking in the studio.
DJ JB.
Meow, 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 meow.
He'll be taking the wax from the stacks and putting them black and playing them right back for you.
Oh yeah.
Courtney says I'm going to follow him, so thank you, Courtney.
Is Jared done with his piece now?
I have finished my piece. It is now dried.
Good stuff.
For if you are on the live stream and you are interested in the Indiana Jones piece, I will do a live stream this moment only special on this one, and I will move it for $45. It's going to be more when it goes up on my site. So if you want to make the move now because you're on the stream, $45 gets you the Indiana Jones piece. I think I'm in a race with Pat right now.
No, it says I've got a party in my tummy. So yummy, yummy.
Party in my tummy. So
Oh, Courtney had pot stickers.
chicken pot stickers.
There you go, Pat. I tried to do it like the old
Oh,
yes.
there you go.
But wait, don't order yet.
But wait, there's more. I will
Add
slide it into
couple
a
of prints
plastic
or something
uploader.
in there. You
I will
gotta you gotta add a print or two.
Act now while supplies last. And we're definitely gonna, if you act now, we'll throw in some coconuts from
Scaramanga's
junk.
Little James Bond joke. For everybody
A little deep cut there for you.
Little 007 joke
The
for everyone.
first cut is the deepest.
For MI6 rookie agents.
Baby, I know the first cut is the deepest.
And we got John in a singing mood tonight.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to loving you, I know.
Duchess says, "Is that Jones is so beastie? I hope someone buys it from you."
I hope so too, but I will put it up on my site and maybe on my on eBay, and somebody will snag it. And if
you
not,
think
then
that
I'll bring
it'll
it to a con and somebody will snag it. It'll get snagged.
Mm-hmm.
That's your man, Dan.
Was that Mark?
I said, that's your man, Dan. Somebody snags it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it looks good.
Thanks, buddy.
He sounded a little bit like Arnold there. Yeah, it looks good.
It's not
I
the
did not get
Kuma.
Austrian in that at all.
What time zone are you in, Mark?
What in Atlantic?
Are you like an hour ahead of the Eastern?
Yeah,
time?
well,
Yeah.
2 hours ahead, I think, where Jared is.
Oh wow, wow.
He's 2 hours ahead of me, which means 1 hour ahead of you.
1 hour. Okay. Yeah, he's like when Mike Cross comes into my streams. He's up there way in Canada and Nova Scotia, and he's always like an hour ahead, which freaks me out. Because I'm always used to everyone being like behind me, you know.
It's 9:29 p.m. there, according to Duchess, which I think is code for we need to let Mark go to bed.
Don't worry, I'm growing weary, I must say.
It looks great, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely be posted on my Twitter feed. And
Please do, and I'll retweet it, and the Longbox Crusade will retweet it, and I'll try to badger John Beatty into retweeting it.
Yeah, because I think I'm got as far as I'm gonna get tonight.
Let's get a zoom in there, Pat.
You betcha. We're gonna zoom in right now. Mark.
And take the banner off.
Oh yeah, I got to take. I'm not selling his piece for $45.
Yeah, but I'll take it.
You heard it here first, people. Look at
Yeah,
that gorgeous Wonder Woman. What a great job.
yeah, thanks.
Look at that background work.
He's practicing for shipwreck.
Yeah, I like that.
The stream inspired me.
If you
Oh,
say
good.
it twice.
And honestly, that's why I like to do these streams. They make
You know what I mean? Because
They
no
make
matter
us
if I
sit
even
down.
up and down, I'd have been walking around and up and down about 5 times by now.
you get to sit down with friends and just be silly, and then you
Exactly.
So, John, yours is good to go. You heard from a private purchaser, did you?
Yes, that is correct. And I see that LFS wants me to talk about the time that I left him to eat wings alone. Did he not come like 2.5, 3 hours late?
He came like crazy late and then tried to blame it on you, I think.
I had already eaten a big brisket, two of your wings, one of your brothers or somebody else's, because when they came out, I was like drooling and you said, no, try one. And I said, okay, I'll take a bite. And I ate the wing and you're like, have another. And I'm like,
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do.
and you said, I'm never going to eat them all, which I know is a lie, but I just went along with it because I wanted another one.
But then you saw how filling they were, and you knew I wasn't lying.
But
They
I still
are.
had a third one, which I think was from your brother Jason or somebody else. And little fat Spencer always says that I left him there, stranded. Hey, I didn't know where I was at. I had to get back to the hotel. I was there on business, not pleasure.
You had to get to the hotel, Pat, the motel.
The Holiday Inn.
Now, what you hear is not a test.
Oh, we got him going
Ooh,
again.
got John rapping.
Wasn't
The
that?
tick tock, the tickety tock.
Was that the first rap song?
Yeah. There's, you got that, or you got the Blondie. People say the Blondie.
No, this was before Blondie. And then there was the Float On, which was semi-rap, but it was more of a mellow. Hi, my name is Charles. And they said like, and I'm Virgo or whatever. Float on. That wasn't really rap, but it kind of was, because they kind of, they each had a distinct voice and they harmonized real well, but they kind of talked through their introduction. Do you remember that song? I'd love to play it for you. Because I kind of love to hear it.
So, John, are you going to Heroes Con?
Is Jared going?
That's not here nor there. But is Jared going is a better question. I do need to go. My wife just came in and gave me that look. So, Pat, I'm going to let you take over the hosting duties. I want to thank everybody who came out tonight. And
wait a minute. What look?
Anyway, that's going to be it for me.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I agree. I'm going to be going too.
Yeah, we can pack
All right.
it.
Oh, it's going to burn.
So we should just say cheers, goodbye, thank you for coming.
Mhm.
Yep, thanks.
Please follow John Beatty Art on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and do the same for Mark Hatherly, which is
whoever's
all the vowels and plus the number 25.
whoever's in charge when they do the thumbnail or something, they should put that in the show notes.
Sure.
And
And we make sure you follow at Yard Sale Artist and at Longbox Crusade. We thank everybody who came here,
Yeah.
all our regulars and our new people.
And I want to thank you guys for having me. Appreciate that.
Pleasure, Mark.
Oh,
Yeah.
We will do this again, definitely.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
all right. Cheers.
All right.
Good night.
All right. Thank you, guys.